Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Our game tonight featuring the Toronto Raptors as they go up against the Chicago Bulls. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Pippen is out there with Butler. And it's Michael Jordan. Then there's Ayton. And it's Cunningham in at the 1. And for Toronto, we've got Amen Thompson. Sabonis is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Now, here's Cunningham. It's rebounded by Sabonis. For 3. And it's George missing.
Absolutely tenacious, guys. Stuck right on him defensively. Bothered that shot.
They get it again. And slam dunk by Butler.
Watch your head. Jimmy Butler in the house.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. Outside, Sabonis. To Porzingis. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
I tell you, it's 7'3" to have that kind of body control. Kristaps Porzingis makes it look easy.
Here's Cunningham. Ayton trying to break free. Cunningham gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Porzingis. Rebound by Butler. For Chicago, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Sabonis, after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Clock at 6. And Thompson kicks to Porzingis. The offensive rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the middle. Porzingis against Butler. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's the tenacity of Jimmy Butler, just putting in work in close range.
Thompson outside. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. This is that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Cunningham with it. Out guarded by Porzingis. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And Toronto making a change here. Grimes is checked in. Franz Wagner's checked in for Chicago. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Porzingis passes to Lillard. Makes it off the glass.
And there's an edge to Lillard's game. He's fearless, and you can see it when he's finishing in traffic.
Pippen against Porzingis. Pulls up on the elbow. Pippen, no luck.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Lillard, the pass to Grimes. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Oh, give credit to Lillard there. Outstanding work of recognizing the defense overcommitted.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Spoke earlier with Darko Rajakovic. We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. that might mean you have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams, too. Everything is on the table tonight. Let's see what they come up with. Okay, guys.
Thank you, David.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Jones checked in for the Raptors. And a change for the Bulls. Bridges checks in. Jordan passes to Bridges. Shoots the three. And it's Toronto with the rebound. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Mikal Bridges doesn't take a possession off. You love his willingness to harass the offensive player. So disciplined, so tough.
Now, here's Jordan. Nothing on the board. George with the ball. Over to the left wing. And Lillard kicks to Jones. On the wing, George. Grimes passes to George. Basket counts.
And George looking to score inside whenever it presents itself. I like how this man attacks the game.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And the Raptors with some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Porzingis. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Damian Lillard. The Bulls also changing it up. Vucevic checked in for 8. And it's Cunningham in for Jordan. Now, here's Cunningham. Buries it from three-point range. Cunningham's got 7 points.
And you see that one motion shot. Cunningham very consistent from distance.
George looking around. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his second personal foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for your Raptors, Paul George. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
That's good from George.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
White, he's checked in for the Bulls. That one misses.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Bridges finds Vucevic. Back to Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Here's White. No good on the 3. And the Raptors with possession. They're on an 11-3 run. Back to Daniels. Jones with the screen on Cunningham. Pass to Jones. And a miss there on the triple. It's all tied in Toronto. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors guys, your thoughts?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs, and credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
Here is Daniels. Hasn't made one yet. So with Jordan on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Kobe White is out there with Cade Cunningham. Then it's Franz Wagner. Then it's Bridges. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. Now, here's Sabonis. Toronto needs to get off his shot. There's Thomas with the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Thomas got the lead up to 3 now for Toronto. Here's Bridges. Vucevic setting the pick for Bridges. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Bridges has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
And how about the aggressiveness from Cunningham, reading the defense and then just punishing them with that pull-up.
Thomas gets the bucket.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And so White will bring it up for Chicago. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. And that combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. And the timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
We have a dancer. You and the camera all on you. You're on me.
Changes for Toronto. Amen Thompson comes in for Jones. And Georgia subbed in for Cameron Thomas. The Bulls also changing it up. Butler comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Scottie Pippen is subbed in for Kobe White. On the wing, Thompson. Defended by Butler. And here's Daniels. No scoring in this one. Clock at 4 from outside the arc. Jimmy Butler pulls it in. Butler's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Cunningham on the wing. He's covered by Daniels. Cunningham inside. He's got 11. The shot, no good. Well, Doris, both you and I had the honor of being in that 2020 bubble in Florida. Any memories from Orlando?
I think, Kev, just how unique the setting was, and I have to give some props to the players. No fans, no normalcy, away from their families for extended periods, and yet they were able to lock in and give us some incredible moments.
Daniels kicks to Thompson. Vucevic against Sabonis. Here's Thompson. The shot will not fall. Some solid defense from Butler. The Bulls with the lead. Pippen, the pass to Vucevic. Stolen by Thompson. And here's George for three. Knocked loose.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Wagner outside. Pass to Butler. Butler on the attack.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Grimes. Back to Daniels. To end the drought. That's a miss, his second after two shots.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Look how Pippen stays nimble inside, adjusting to get the shot off despite the contact.
Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And the first one drops.
What doesn't Scottie Pippen do? A very polished defender who can also rain buckets down from wherever. Whenever Scottie's on the floor, he is making trouble for you.
Mikal Bridges checked in for the Bulls. Jordan comes in for Cunningham. And both free throws good for Pippen. Raptors trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
We know that you want a free t-shirt, so let's get loud.
Thompson against Butler. And Thompson kicks to Daniels. It's Robinson high post. Shot clock at 5. The three from George. Pass to Daniels. Robinson a screen on Bridges. Count that one. The Bulls lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Daniels. And so Jordan will bring it out for the Bulls. Now Vucevic. Now here's Bridges. And here's Pippen. The three. Thompson with the rebound. And here's the break. Elbow shot is on the way. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Now just a 2-point Chicago lead.
Well, you expect Paul George to either take it right to the cup or shoot the three. You give up that in-between space, and he hits the mid-range.
Butler from outside. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
Pass to Daniels. Now, here's George. Raptors moving the ball around. There's the pick. Thompson against Butler. Now here's Thompson. He's guarded closely. No good off the back of the rim. The Bulls leading by 5. Butler passes to Vucevic. Second shot opportunity. And it's Toronto with the rebound. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Thompson. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
Raptors have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Sabonis, he's checked in for the Raptors. Porzingis comes in for Dyson Daniels. Chicago also making some changes. Ayton, he's checked in for Vucevic. Wagner comes in for Pippen. And it's Cunningham in for Mikal Bridges. And he sinks the second. The Bulls leading by 4. Here's Jordan. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Thompson. The shot, no good. And here's Jordan outside. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Bulls up by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Billy. I heard you tell the guys to take it to them and play with more physicality offensively. What did you mean?
Well, just I think when we're getting the ball inside around the baskets, at times we got to go up a little bit stronger and play through the contact and go to the rim.
Tough sledding in there, but you got to get there. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
And get ready for the big half-court shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Cade Cunningham really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
They've got Porzingis, Damian Lillard out there with Paul George. Then it's Sabonis, and it's Thompson in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
The Bulls have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Shooting 1.
What I love most about Jimmy Butler is his will to win and the capacity he has to take his teammates right along with him.
Now here's Lillard. The three. Bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got 8 points.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
All the officials are all over that one.
Toronto shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first one falls. Franz Wagner's checked in for Pippen. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Chicago leading by 3. Butler kicks to Ayton. Cunningham outside. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. George dishes to Lillard. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. That's 10 points for Lillard.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
Wagner kicks to Butler. Ayton a screen on Porzingis. Porzingis against Butler. The shot that time, not on target. Nice D from Porzingis. Thompson outside. Pass to Sabonis. Sabonis' screen on Ayton. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Raptors lead by 1. And so Jordan will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to talk to his guys.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Chicago with the ball. It's a 1-point game. Ayton a screen on Lillard. Cunningham against Lillard. Cunningham passes to Ayton. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Here's Thompson. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Butler's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Ayton. Inside. And the dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, it's like he just keeps going up and up. Limitless vertical for MJ.
And Lillard kicks to Sabonis. To the paint. Here's Thompson. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move. And he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Franz Wagner.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. That free throw good from Thompson. Here is Cunningham. 11 points in the game. Ayton a screen on Lillard. Unloads. Cunningham's shot is off. Toronto with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. 16 feet away, and there's Lillard on the assist by Thompson. And now a 4-point Raptor lead. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Lillard against Cunningham. Pass to Wagner. It's hauled in by Paul George. Raptors leading by 4. Thompson passes to Lillard. Fires from deep. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Bulls have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. And 3 from Jordan. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. George finds Thompson. Outside, George. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now tonight. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
George, no good. Bulls trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Ayton dishes to Cunningham. They could use a bucket, and the layup is up and in. And it's 13 points for Cade Cunningham.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
Lillard with it. He's against Cunningham. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Raptors have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night. First free throw is good.
Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but, man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Vucevic checked in for Ayton. Bridges comes in for Jimmy Butler, and it's Kobe White in for Michael Jordan.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
And it goes down 2 points. Cunningham's got 15 points.
Oh, nice to see Cunningham strike from mid-range. He obviously isn't afraid of mixing up his offense.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Sabonis' screen on Wagner. On the basket by Jones. And so here is Chicago, trailing by 4. Lillard against Cunningham. Vucevic is screen on Lillard. Here's Cunningham, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
They seem to concede that shot, and his response is, thank you very much.
And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Raptors lead. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. So with Jordan on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Vucevic, Butler out there with Wagner. Then there's Pippen, and it's Bridges in at the point guard.
Well, what anticipation from the Montenegrin center. Vucevic reading the defense well on the catch and shoot.
Daniels passes to Robinson. Down low. The shot by Thompson, no good. Chicago leading. Outside Butler. Four on the shot clock. 4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Good D by Thompson. Pass to George. To the inside. And there's Daniel. That's good on the assist by Robinson. And the Raptors lead by 1. Here's Butler. stolen by Thompson. Lobbed up there for Robinson, and Robinson throws it down.
You've got to have a great sense of timing on the alley-oop pass. Fantastic finish by Mitchell Robinson.
Bulls trail by 3. Pippen down low. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Outside Robinson. Back to Daniels. Robinson a screen on Bridges. Daniels with it. He's against Bridges. And it's George finishing it off.
And George gets off the floor fast to throw that one down. What an athlete.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He knows every possession is critical now. And the Raptors with some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Robinson. Porzingis is coming in for George. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Dyson Daniel. And then for Chicago, Andre Ayton's checked in for Vucevic. Jordan comes in for Pippen. And Kate Cunningham subbed in for Franz Wagner. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He told them to pick up the pace. He said, we're going to win. We have to seize this moment and act fast. He said, go all out or go home. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Pass to Grimes. Screen by Sabonis. Lillard again, Toronto.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
Bulls trail by 5. Cunningham passes to Bridges. Now Ayton. Outside Butler. It's hauled in by the Raptors. On the wing, Thompson. He's defended by Jordan. Shot by Grimes. No good. For Chicago, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Jordan.
To more Jordan wants the ball.
And Toronto making a change here. George is checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Scottie Pippen's checked in for Bridges. Here's Thompson. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Inside. Porzingis with the block.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
Yes, sir. Kate Cunningham embracing the role of a leader.
Lillard from outside. Hit balls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Down low. Here's Jordan. It's Chicago with another bucket.
And what you like there, Jordan never looks like he's rushing. Makes quick, solid decisions.
Cunningham against Lillard. Sabonis' screen on Cunningham. And it's Lillard missing.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
To the middle. Here's Jordan. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Jordan's got it all tied up now for the Bulls. And so Lillard will bring it up for Toronto. 1:10 left to play here in the fourth. Knocks down the 3-ball.
His team is in a tight spot, but Lillard keeps his cool, totally focused on getting them what they need.
Now here's Jordan. From deep three-point land, Jordan can't get that one to fall.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
And here are the Bulls now. Here's Pippen. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jordan against George. And no good. Trying to use the gloves.
Normally he'll drill that shot. Now I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble again.
At the line for your Raptors.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a three-point game.
Well, those are essential free throws to make a three-point lead. It's going to take something from long range now to tie this game.
Three-pointer, Butler. Count it! A tremendous three to tie it up.
Jimmy Butler loves to rise to the occasion, sticks it right in the defense's face.
Nine seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Well, he had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
13 seconds. At the line for Toronto, Damian Lillard taking 2 shots.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thank you very much, Damian. This game went back and forth. What happened in the second half?
They started off the game really well, and we expected that. So we just had to weather that storm. Keep our composure and understand what it took to take over the game. And we matched that. And it was who was going to come out and have a better start to the third. And we knew it wasn't going to be about offense. We knew it was going to be about defense. So we turned it up on the defensive end, and I thought that was where we separated ourselves.
That was the difference tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and